Hello, everyone. Welcome in today to the Raiders franchise. We're on to our next episode against the Green Bay Packers. We're going to jump in by doing some upgrades. First up, Zamir White. We have elusive, power, and receiving back with him. I want to jump into the power back. That's a decent upgrade. 1 awareness, 1 ball carrier vision, 1 stiff arm, 1 trucking. Next up's Teamer Jr. And for him, I'm going to go hybrid. I always think hybrid's the best way to develop players that play safety or even corner type with slot. So that's +2 awareness, 1 man, 1 speed, 1 tackle. Next up's Amari Burney, a linebacker out of Florida. For him, I think I'm going to go right into pass coverage. I think that's a good one for him. And it's a hard one to develop, in my opinion, anyway. Alright, we're at Allegiant Stadium. Let's see what we can do against the Green Bay Packers today. They're showing off Devondre Campbell. He had a pretty good week last week. He had a pick. And knowing Jimmy G, there might be a lot of them today. He's still our starter. I think I'm going to try to follow a little bit of the real-life timeline where he won't be our starter much longer. But we'll see. I don't know that Aiden O'Connell's any better. It's a Monday night primetime game, as everybody knows. We're going to kick it off, which means we'll get the ball to begin the second half. A.J. Cole sends this one down there to him. And it looks like they're just going to take a knee, and we're going to start off at the 25-yard line. Jordan Love's coming out in the field. You know, I'm curious how his stats are this season. In real life, he struggled a little bit. And in here, he's been okay. Looks like he's had some struggles as well. Not as many turnovers, but he's still got some growing to do. All right, looks like they're going to come out and try to run the ball to begin this when Aaron Jones is in the backfield. We do have Bilal Nichols back this week, so that'll help our defense quite a bit. Look at that. First play, he almost made an impact. That's a good carry by Aaron Jones, though. Love's in the gun here on 1st and 10. It looks like Nichols. Oh, down he goes. That's a sack. Robert Spillane's in there along with Mr. Max Crosby, Mad Max. 2nd and 20 now after getting backed up from that sack. Jordan Love's in the gun. Nichols is over center here. We got some pass rush coming. Love just checks it down. That's a broken tackle. And down he goes. That's a short pickup, bringing up a 3rd and 15 for the Packers. Tyree Wilson, Mad Max on the edges here. We need some pressure. It's 3rd down. That's a shot play. Romeo Dubs comes down with it. That's a big play. Actually, that's Jaden Reed, not Romeo Dubs. That's a 28-yard pickup on Marcus Peters. After the way our defense performed last week, I'm pretty frustrated with them, and I expect us to get some growth. As Aaron Jones gets a carry, and that's Mad Max and Robert Spillane combining to get him to the ground. Looks like Trayvon Moehrig came in late. It's a run right here, up the middle. That pretty much goes nowhere. Divine Diablo and Robert Spillane combined to take him down, backing him up to a 3rd and 6. Now we're going to send a blitz. I think it's the best way to try to impact Jordan Love. He's a young quarterback, so pressure in his face will hurt him. Tyree Wilson's coming. Nobody got home, but he takes a shot to the end zone. That's Christian Watson coming down with it. Touchdown, Packers. It looks like they're going to take a lead in this one. 6-0. This one's under further review. Let's see what happens here. I don't know if he caught it. Let's look at the replay together here. That's not a good angle so far. Receiver had possession. Okay. I didn't see anything but green grass, so I guess he got in. Extra points up good. 7-0. Packers lead this one. We got Trey Tucker back here on the return. Let's see what he can do for us. Oh, that looks like a decent return, but he only got to the 24-yard line. Jimmy G's coming out in the field. He had a tough week last week. He threw 0 touchdowns, 4 picks. He put himself in the negative for touchdown to interception ratio with that bad week last week. Let's see if he can bounce back a little bit for us. 3 tight ends on the field. Under center is Jimmy Garoppolo, and it looks like they're going to run an RPO. He gets hit just as he releases that one. All right. Garoppolo's going to hand it off. That's Josh Jacobs juking a man. That's a solid run right here. He's still not down. They finally call him down, but he picks up 6, bringing up a 3rd and 4. All right, let's get this snap off. Let's see what happens here. Underneath, that's Devontae Adams making the tough reception. 1st down, Raiders. That's a 9-yard pickup. Great play by our star receiver. We have some real decisions to make after this season. I don't really want to trade Devontae Adams, but I don't think he'll want to be here for a rebuild. And I don't think that we're going to be good enough to avoid a rebuild. And I mean a complete teardown and rebuild. The same can be said about Josh Jacobs. You know, I don't have a contract offer for him on the table right now. I might franchise tag him and try to trade him after this season. That play was horrible. He had nowhere to go. He got bottled up. That's going to back us up to a 3rd and 10. All right, let's see what we can do on 3rd and 10. Jimmy G. He got hit as he released it. That pass wasn't going anywhere. That's 4th down. We're going to have to punt it back. Lucas Van Ness, the rookie, came in and made a play. Aaron Jones comes out. He's had an all right season. Let's try to slow him down. We know he's most of their offense. I will say some of my voice might sound a little different. I am using headphones to record this instead of my mic. I just don't have the opportunity to bring my mic into the room I'm in right now as we're transitioning our house because, well, I'm welcoming a baby girl into the world, and that's our first child. So me and my wife are really excited. We just have to reorganize our house. So I'm kind of in between on a room right now for recording studios. But that's a sack right there by Bilal Nichols. What a play. He made an impact as soon as he came back from injury. That backs him up to a 3rd and 12. Tyree Wilson came in and sniped half a sack away from him. But that was a great play by Bilal Nichols. But we're excited to welcome our baby girl into the world. So it's a worthwhile transition. So like I said, audio might be a little weird for these because I have to use my headphones instead of my mic, but trust me, it'll be worth it for me in the end. I'm going to try to get it a little better with my headphones. We got to stop on Green Bay, so let's see if we can maybe get some points on this drive. Tucker here on the return. He's cutting it out wide. He had nowhere to go. He got bottled up. We're taking over at the 42-yard line, though, so that's pretty good field position for Jimmy G. We're going to come out in the gun here with Jimmy G on 1st and 10. Look around the field here. Let's see what we can get going. Snap it. Looks like Michael Mayer's wide open. Perfect. Hit him. Going down the sideline. That's a great play. He's to a 4 for 26 yards. We're down to the 30-yard line. We might just be able to tie this one up. Head coach Josh McDaniels, man, he's probably not going to make it through this season. I mean, he might in video game world because he didn't do it in real life. But I'll tell you what, this team's going to have a big makeover in the offseason. But for what we have of this season, I'm going to try to run the ball with Josh Jacobs, utilize Davante Adams. Maybe we can get enough wins to where I feel like keeping them makes sense as Adams has a tough run to set up a 3rd and 1. Or Jacobs, not Adams. Honestly, you're going to have a lot of that because I'm doing this all live commentary as I'm playing the games just to help myself save some time because, like I said, life's been a little busy, so this is how I'm going to do these so that way I can get them up more consistently for now. I hope to live stream them, but my internet's been giving us issues lately. You'll see in the last episode, the beginning of it's all gone because I live streamed it at the beginning and internet kept dropping out. So until I get that under control, we're just going to have to avoid live streaming it. Garoppolo, 5 wide. Oh, I hit the wrong button. No, Davante made it right, though. That's a touchdown. Sometimes you just got to trust your studs on the outside. I didn't mean to trust him. But that worked. We had Hunter Renfrow triangle underneath, and that's what I meant to hit, but my fat fingers hit box instead. It worked out, though. Touchdown, Raiders. We can hit this extra point. It'll be tied up, and we have the superstar ability that makes this kick meter nice and easy. And it's up and good. Raiders tie this one up 7-7 here in Vegas. Jordan Love in the gun. Got Aaron Jones next to him. Let's see. They're going to run it. I kind of predicted that. Oh, that was a nice move by Aaron Jones. However, he wasn't able to get by Divine Diablo, I think it was, came over and took him out. Again, coming out, 4 wide receivers. They like to run it out of the gun. I'm going to have to remember that. As Divine Diablo trips him up and down he goes. That's a good tackle by Marcus Peters. However, Green Bay gets a 1st down. Here at the end of the 1st quarter, it's 7-all. We've actually been competitive in this one, and we haven't shot ourselves in the foot like we did last week. Hopefully we can keep this going here. Let's get into the 2nd quarter. Need to get some pressure on Jordan Love. We haven't had much luck all night, as that's a wide open man down the field. I don't even know who that is. O.J. Howard, maybe? I know it's not one of their rookie tight ends. Yeah, it's O.J. Howard made the reception. That's 2 for 29. Former Buck and, I guess, Bill, kind of a Raider for the offseason as well. That's a big drop. Christian Watson was open. He dropped that on 1st down. 2nd and 10, Jordan Love in the gun. I wouldn't be shocked if they run it here. They don't like to pass it too often. And look at that. Aaron Jones has space. He got tripped up, but that's a 1st down. He's down to the 29-yard line. He has 7 carries today for 43 yards. I guess we're going to have to start sending more than 4 at him to try to slow down this rushing attack. I'm not going to pretend that I'm the best Madden player in the world. It's all about the player storylines and player development. And Tyree Wilson just made a play for us right there. You'll love to see it. That's a great run defense play. You expect him to be better in the pass rush. He's been disappointing in real life, and he's been disappointing in our franchise so far. So I'm glad to see him make a play there. In the gun, though, Jordan Love. It looks like he's going to throw it out to the flats. That's O.J. Howard, and he goes down. Trayvon Moehrig and Divine Diablo combined to take him down. Big 3rd and 3 here. We're going to send some pressure at him, honestly. I think they're going to run it with Aaron Jones, so let's try to hit him, and that's going to be the wrong decision, but down he goes. Divine Diablo comes through and gets the sack. It worked out perfectly. That's going to back up the Green Bay Packers, and they're going to have to attempt a field goal now. This looks like it's going to be about a 45-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. This should be pretty easily makeable for the Packers. The kick is up, and it's right down the middle. Perfect kick. Packers take a 10-7 lead in this one. Looks like Tucker's going to have to return this one, so we're going to take it from the goal line. Our goal is to get out to the 30. We try to utilize a spin move to get to at least the 25, and it didn't work. So you're going to notice at times I utilize coach suggestions. I choose my own plays. That's the way we operate in this, is we're going to cut inside with Josh Jacobs, and he had nowhere to go. The Packers stretched that run out perfectly. Rashawn Gary made the play. We're coming out in the gun this time, and Garoppolo looks like he's going to hand it off to Josh Jacobs, who gets blown up in the backfield. That one didn't work. We lost a yard. And it looks like he's shaken up on the play as well. But he remains in the game. It looked like he was hurt. I'm surprised he's still out there. We'll take it, man. That's good. Here we go. Let's try to run a slant in here. Let's see if we can get somebody open here. Oh, that was... There just wasn't enough time. Down. That's incomplete. Matt Ioannidis came in, made the play. We're going to have to punt it back to Green Bay. Looks like a decent enough punt, and it looks like they're... Ooh, they did call fair catch. Luckily, they didn't throw a flag there. I ran straight into them. All right, looks like they're coming out again. They're going to spread us out. 3 receivers and a tight end. And that's going to be a quick pass to Christian Watson down underneath, and it looks like Robertson got him down there. That sets up a 2nd and 2, and I bet you in this situation, they're going to run it, so we're going to send a blitz at them and try to slow down this rushing attack, because they still spread us out like always. Tyree Wilson... Can't get across the formation. That's a 1st down for Aaron Jones. We're going to put 5 D linemen in the game right here. Try to stop them from rushing it on 1st down. And if they do, we want to stuff them up and back them up on 2nd down. Jordan Love, though, on the move out of the pocket. And that's a wide open man across the middle of the field. How does he get that wide open, man? That's Romeo Doubs with a big pickup. All Madden's a serious pain in the butt, though, man. I'm not that good at it right now, as we're trying to get pressure. And Jordan Love has all day. And look at that. Christian Watson thankfully dropped it. That worked out perfectly for us. We got lucky on that one. It's only 2nd down, though, so they got plenty of time to convert it and get another touchdown here. I'm really disappointed in our defense so far, as they hand it off to Aaron Jones. And again, nobody can get off blocks. That's another 1st down, but Elton Jenkins gets hurt. That may help us out. I hate to see a player get hurt, but it's only a video game, so... Elton Jenkins, you made our life easier. I'm glad you're healthy in real life, but in video game world, we're better off with you going into the locker room. Now, let's see if we can get some real pressure on Love and stop this rushing attack. Up at the line of scrimmage, it looks like they're going to hand it to Aaron Jones, and he jumps over a guy and still manages to pick up 6. Come on. Year 1 with this Raiders team was meant to be a bit of a struggle. I kind of figured it would be. But, man, they're running play action. It looks like Mad Max comes in and gets the sack. He has a 1.5 sacks today on 2 tackles. What a play by Max Crosby. All right, let's get some pressure on him. We're sending a bit of a blitz, but they ran a screen. That might work perfectly. It doesn't, though. Divine Diablo comes over and makes the one-on-one tackle. That'll force the Packers to end up having to settle for a field goal, in my opinion. And that's exactly what they're going to do. It's going to be another, 44, 43-yarder, depending upon where they spot that ball. It's up and good. Packers make it a 13-7 ball game. Luckily, that only gives them a 6-point lead. We can get a touchdown and retake the lead. At the very least, we need to get a field goal on the board. We got Zamir White into the game to get a few carries to spell Josh Jacobs as we approach halftime. We're going to throw the bubble screen out there. That's Jacoby Myers. He might get the 1st down. He almost does. That's a great pickup in 9. That's what you love about RPOs. Jimmy G's under center. Zamir White, of course, remains in the game, and they're going to run play action off of him. And it looks like he's going to run and actually get this 1st down and go out of bounds. Great play by Garoppolo. Look at that deep shot. That doesn't work out. It's underthrown to Devontae Adams. 2nd and 10 now. Josh Jacobs gets the carry as he's in the game. That's a short pickup of 4. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 6 for us. In a lot of cases, even when we spell him, he'll probably remain in the game on passing situations. He's just not the most effective, but he's our best option when it comes to pass catching. As we throw it out there to Davante Adams on 3rd down, and that's going to keep this drive alive. We got to keep featuring him in this passing attack. All right, we're at 2-minute warning here. It's still 13-7, but we're driving. Let's see if we can take the lead in this one. Amir Abdullah's in the game. As we are spelling Josh Jacobs for a little bit here, we got to give him some breaks. Pass situation, and that's going to be open. That's Davante Adams again getting the reception. We don't need to rush. We need to take some time off the clock here. We really don't want to give the ball back to the Packers with any time to score if we can avoid it at all. So this clock's going to keep running. I actually do like this play call. I was thinking about adjusting it, but it looks pretty good to me. All right, Garoppolo looking to pass it. He has a man wide open. That is Austin Hooper, who just drops it. Are you kidding me, man? You got to catch that. 2nd and 10. Again, we're looking to pass here. Garoppolo on the move. He should have thrown that. Triangle was open. I held on to it too long. Rashawn Gary makes the play. Now we're basically out of field goal range, so now we just need to get ourselves back in position to at least be able to get points on this drive, in my opinion. Let's drain the clock, though. I don't need to snap it early at all. Check it down. And that should have been an easy completion, and that's dropped. Are you kidding me? Now we have to punt it. That's just disappointing. Not a great kick, honestly. He returns that, surprisingly. He didn't go anywhere. But there's 18 seconds left. They have to go the length of the field. I doubt they'll do anything but hand it off here. As we go into halftime, we're trailing this one 13-7. At least it's a close game, unlike that Chargers game last week. As you look at the stats, the Packers are doing great on the ground and pretty good through the air. They're beating us in both situations. As we look around the league, let's look at some of the games that could be important to us. We have the Falcons overcoming the Houston Texans 35-3. I think that could be important because Houston, for draft position, it could be really bad in my opinion. The Patriots beating New Orleans. The Patriots in real life are terrible, so them being down or having a better record in here could help us on the draft board. And the Jets falling to Denver, shocking 35-7. Even without quarterback Aaron Rodgers, I didn't expect them to be that bad. Let's get into our next half here. All right, Packers are kicking it away to us. We're down there with Trey Tucker. Let's see. Are we going to take it out? It looks like it. Let's see if Tucker can get us some good yards on this return here. And he doesn't really. He only gets us to the 22-yard line. Zamir White's going to begin the second half in the backfield. I think it's just an effort to keep Josh Jacobs fresh. We don't want to get him too many carries. As Zamir White's hit right at the line of scrimmage, he had nowhere to go. That's his first carry on the day. TJ Slayton made the play, the former Florida Gator. All right, looks like we're going to try to run it again. That's Zamir White getting his second straight carry, and he picks up a few yards there. That'll make 3rd down much more manageable at 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5, and we still have our heavy personnel out there, which is a little shocking. We're going to go to Jacoby Myers, though, and that's just missed by Jimmy Garoppolo. That should have been a completion and a 1st down for the Raiders. This Packers offense has been good today, not great. We need to try to keep them under control, and I think if we can keep their ground game down, that's going to limit how effective they can be. As Aaron Jones gets a carry, he already has 75 yards on the day, which is why our big focus is we need to stop this rushing attack in the second half. I think forcing it all on Jordan Love could be a good thing for this defense. I don't know for sure, though. Our secondary is pretty bad, as you can see right there. That's an easy completion to Jaden Reed for a 1st down. This is a team at trade deadline that, even though they didn't detonate it in real life, I might detonate it in here. Because this is bad. What the heck happened there? What was Amik Robertson doing? He was going psycho in there. This is a run. Let's see if Bernie comes through and makes a big hit on Aaron Jones. That's going to bring a 3rd and 9 for the Packers. It's a situation we haven't been very good at so far. Let's see if we can get a stop here as Tyree Wilson and crew are trying to get pressure on him, and it doesn't matter. That's a completion to Christian Watson. That's a 1st down for the Packers. Showing pressure here. And we do bring it as Bernie goes through running. That was a beautiful play action. That confused the heck out of me. They have their guy open. He gets knocked out of bounds at about the 21-yard line. Who's number 41? I honestly don't know that off the top of my head. Oh, Connor Gillespie. Okay. They're down to the 21-yard line. That was a big play by the fullback. Jordan Love again looking to pass. This time it's intercepted. That's Marcus Peters making the play. And he's going down sideline. Whoop. Oh, he couldn't juke him. He tried. Down he goes. Let's go. That's exactly what this Raiders team needed. We needed a big play like that to stay in it. Marcus Peters, great job baiting the young Jordan Love into a bad decision. Look at this throw. It looked like for a second he had his man open, but heading towards the sideline, Peters knew he could catch up if the ball came, and that's exactly what he did. Josh Jacobs does return to this game as we throw a quick bubble screen out there. Davante Adams can't make a man miss, but that's a pickup of 4. You'll take that. Come out, same formation again. This time, though, we hand it off. That's Josh Jacobs getting the carry, and he's only going to pick up a couple, setting up a 3rd and 4. Coming out in the gun, 3 wide. We do have a tight end in the game. And it looks like we're going to hand it off to Josh Jacobs anyway, and that doesn't work at all. He only picks up a yard. He looks slow on that one. I don't understand it. I know this is a terrible decision, but I'm not punting it. I'm going for it. We're getting desperate here. Jacoby Myers should be wide open, and he makes the reception. 1st down, Raiders. We keep this drive alive. At this point, you got to get a little aggressive so we don't just keep losing every darn game. All right, Jacoby. Jimmy Garoppolo just has to throw that one away. That was a bad play. I rolled the wrong way on that one. Looks like they got everybody. Come on, I rolled too far. That's on me. That's another bad sack. That's Rashawn Gary making the play. I should have stayed within the pocket a little bit more there. Boy, guys, look like you want me to run 4 verts here. I don't understand why you'll do coach suggestions, and it only suggests 1 play. It makes no sense to me, man. I really hate it. Let's take a shot. Although, I probably shouldn't do it to Hunter Renfrow, but it works. 1st down on our man, Jair Alexander. Andre James, our center, gets hurt on the play. But that's a big 1st down for the Raiders as we just took a shot and picked up a bunch of yards. Serious complaints, though, about the coach suggestions. You should never only suggest 1 play, no matter how much you scroll. That just doesn't even make sense as we go to Josh Jacobs, and he doesn't really go anywhere on that one. Looks like we're going to be dealing with this injury for a while as it's broken ribs, so he won't be back. Now, as much as I was complaining about the coach suggestions, it did work out, so I guess I can't be too mad. That wasn't a good run. That's going to back us up to a 3rd and 7. Under center is Jimmy G. Dropping back to pass. That's Davante Adams. Should be wide open on this. And he is. 1st down. Big play for the Raiders. That's going to set us up with a 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. Let's spread them out here. We're going to try to run it. I don't know if it'll work or not, but I want to try it if I can. Yeah, that didn't work. I just feel like goal line formation doesn't work in this game ever. So it makes me think you have to either throw it or try to spread them out. This time, though, we're going to throw it. Let's see what we can do here. Garoppolo dropping back to pass. He has a little window there. That's a touchdown. Davante Adams. That's a big play for us. We're going to take the lead in this one if we can hit that extra point. Davante looks like he's having a good time. Let's go, Raiders. They're spreading us out again. I bet you Jordan Love's going to run it. And that's exactly what it is. That's a handoff. Ooh, that's a nice move, though. Aaron Jones with a nice move there. Robert Spillane gets shaken up. We'll have to see if he goes to the sideline or the locker room. That could be a big loss for us. He's on the sideline, so he should be back in this one. He probably won't miss time. Again, they're going to spread us out on 2nd and 3. Like I said, I kind of am expecting a run here. And that's exactly what it is. And Aaron Jones does eke out a 1st down there. Under center, this is probably going to be a play-action pass if I had to guess. It just feels like that's what they do when they're under center. And that's not what they did. That's a great move. Holy cow, Aaron Jones. We get him down. He only picked up 10, but wow, that was great rushing by him. And Spillane will be back. I'm not going to keep him out of this game. We need him out there. I don't want to keep losing. They spread us out 5 wide. Let's see if we can get pressure on Jordan Love and get him off his spot. We do. He's going to rush, though, and pick up that 1st down. Are you kidding me? And more. That's a 17-yard pickup by Jordan Love. You almost forget that that's part of his game because it's been so long since he's played and he was a prospect. But he's not extremely mobile, but he can be a little bit mobile. This will probably be the last play of the 3rd quarter if I had to guess. As that ball comes loose, that's recovered, though, by the Packers. They go lucky there, man. We should have got that turnover. And that'll end your 3rd quarter like I figured. It's 14-13 here. And we have a little less passing yards than them. We have a lot less rushing yards than them. The Packers' offense have been efficient and effective. We're lucky to be leading this one. Let's see if we can get a stop on this drive. Jordan Love, back to pass. That's a quick one, and he gets that completion to Christian Watson, I think it was. They're going to run it here if I had to guess. But I'm not going to run commit. I just can't see it. As that's a play action. What a decision there. That worked perfectly. That's a completion and a first down out there in the flats. That's Josiah DeGuara making the play. They had me convinced that right there was going to be a run. They're going to pass it here out into the flats. Oh, that is Christian Watson making the reception in front of, I believe that was Amik Robertson for a 6-yard pickup. Under center is Jordan Love. Not feeling any pressure, and again, that time he just misfires. He had his man open. He didn't hit him, though. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 4. This is a rushing formation all day. I almost don't trust it, but we're going to send some pressure at Jordan Love, and down he goes. Marcus Epps and Robert Spillane combined to make the play there. Jordan Love goes down. They're going to be forced to attempt a field goal here. A 36-yard field goal. Or no, not 36. Probably like a 42-yard field goal's up and good by the Green Bay Packers. They take the lead in this one, 16-14. Let's see if we can answer now. Coming out in the I formation here is Jimmy G in the offense. I'm sure they're going to have another heavy dose of the rushing attack on this drive as they go right to Josh Jacobs on first down. That's a solid carry for 4. He had a lot of people around him. His yards per carry have been pretty ugly in this one. You'd like to see that get improved. I'm going to switch Myers from going out, and I want to put him on a slant and see if that helps out a little bit here. That should put that defender in an awkward position, and it does. We find Jacoby Myers wide open. First down out to the 41-yard line. Under center is Jimmy G. We're just going to hand it off. That's Josh Jacobs getting the carry, and he's bottled up. His yards per carry is pretty low, man. We need to try to get that improved, and he's getting frustrated. Look at him. Out there pushing and shoving a little bit. I think they're bringing people down. I want to pass it. This could be a bad call, but let's try it anyway. Davante Adams, we're going to give him a shot. That ball should have been caught, in my opinion. That's going to back us up to a big 3rd and 8. I wanted it to be shorter than that. I probably should have still tried to run the ball there. Let's see if we can get this first down here. Jacoby Myers ran a perfect route. First down, Raiders. That's a big play. Jimmy Garoppolo hasn't made the big mistake today that we're accustomed to seeing out of him. We've got to do better about remembering what hash mark we're on. Oof. Josh Jacobs had nowhere to go. They're bottling us up, man. I really thought we'd be able to run the ball a little bit on them. There we go. That's a good carry. That's another good carry by Josh Jacobs. That should move the chains, and it does. That doesn't help his yards per carry, but we'll take the first down there. Sometimes I just feel like you have to put him in that awkward position and force them to defend the run, as we're going to pass it here with Jimmy G, and that's probably a bad decision there. It ends up being a completion, though. We'll take 5 yards to Josh Jacobs. All right, let's send people in motion here. We got Amir Abdullah out here in the game. And underneath, that should be a completion, but a terrible throw. Come on, Jimmy G. You got to hit the easy ones. I can promise you not every throw is going to be a layup like that. He should have hit his man there. That should be a catch for Davante Adams, and it is in traffic. Oh, it got knocked out. Are you kidding me? That's 4th down. 4.5 minutes left in this game. We're going to take the lead on this. Let's get this kick up. It's 50 yards, and it's good. Daniel Carlson drilled it for us, man. That's a great kick. Raiders retake the lead, 17-16. Now we just need to either hold them to a field goal or no points, because I don't have a lot of confidence in us stopping them and not giving up a touchdown here. This kicks away, and they will take a knee. Jordan Love spreads us out again. We're going to send some pressure at him. He gets on the move. He does get that pass out there to O.J. Howard, who goes out of bounds after picking up 4. That should have been a sack, in my opinion, though. Looks like he's adjusting things here up at the line, and they're going to... Ooh, that's a fake delay, and that worked perfectly as they go to Christian Watson for the first down. We got about 4 minutes left, so we need to be conscious that they can't drain this clock down on us. We need to give ourselves one more possession regardless of what happens here. They're going to come out, and it looks like they want to run it here. And that's just a bad pass. O.J. Howard was open. Epps was coming up from behind. That forces a 2nd and 10. I think sending pressure at Jordan Love in this situation is the best thing we can do. It'll either backfire or it'll work for us. That's O.J. Howard getting the ball, stepping out of bounds. What's the flag for? Oh my gosh, roughing the passer. Are you kidding me? On Tyree Wilson, man. That's a 15-yard penalty and a huge mistake. by our young defender. Let's see what he did on that replay. So Jordan Love back to pass. What'd he do? He touched his ankle? Come on now. You can't call that. That's a horrible flag. What the heck, man? That's a real-life flag right there. That's how bad the officials are in real life. Under center here is Jordan Love. They're going to hand it off to Aaron Jones and go out wide. He can't go nowhere. Marcus Peters gets him down. That's a 1-yard pickup. All I care about is sending pressure at Jordan Love. I just don't want him to feel comfortable in the pocket. I think we can force a turnover or force him to 3 if I get pressure on him. As that's a quick screen, and O.J. Howard goes nowhere. That's a big 3rd and 11 now. Let's get some pressure after him quick. And maybe, just maybe, we can get the stop we need here. Love, it looks like they're adjusting the play at the line of scrimmage here. We got 3 minutes left in this one. We need some pressure. Max Crosby needs to make a play here. But he's actually going back in coverage as Tyree Wilson gets blown off the ball. And look, that's a horrible decision. Jordan Love just chucks it up away out of bounds. It's 4th and 11 from the 44-yard line. What will they do? Are you kidding me? They are lining up to punt this. I almost don't believe it. It's so crazy. And that's what they do. They punt it. They're counting on getting a stop. And honestly, our offense is kind of anemic, so I don't really blame them for that. But we just got to drain 2:44 off of the clock. Josh Jacobs has to be able to run the ball for us. That's all we need from him.
Here we go.
All right, under center. Straight to Josh Jacobs, and that's a nice gap. That's his best gap of the day for a first down. And Quay Walker gets hurt. That's going to stop the clock and kind of rip us off a little bit there. I wanted to drain the clock. Unfortunately, he got hurt, though. Essentially starting over with the clock stopped as Josh Jacobs gets a carry, and that's a nice cutback. He picked up a few yards there. He could have been blown up for a big loss. It's the 2-minute warning, and we're leading by 1. 17-16 Raiders. All we need is one more first down, and we can win this game. It's 2nd and 7. Let's see if we can somehow pull off this. We're going to hand it off to Josh Jacobs, and he gets blown up, man. That was not good. It's 3rd and 8. They called a timeout. Let's see if we can maybe convert this. This is a big play for the Raiders. Garoppolo back to pass, and that should work perfectly. First down, Jacoby Myers holds on. Raiders, I think, can win this one once we hand it off here and drain the clock. All we need is Josh Jacobs to hold on to the ball for us. Let's snap it and force that final timeout to be used. Let's run it and see how much time comes off the clock here. Jacobs gets blown up. That's 3rd and 9 now. We might actually have to throw this. All right, we got to be safe with the ball here. Either a first down or a short check down underneath. Let's see what we can do. Davante Adams is open. First down. He can't stay in bounds, but that's game over. We just won it. We're going to be able to take a knee. Davante Adams, our best player, just sealed it up for us. All right, this right here is going to be our final snap of the game. We're going to take a knee and walk out of here with a 1-point victory over the Green Bay Packers. Jimmy G needs it. This game's over. We played mistake-free ball on offense. That's how we managed to get a victory in this one. You don't see that very often out of the Raiders, and you definitely don't see that very often out of me. I'm used to screwing it up and losing this games here. As the clock runs out, it hits 0. Raiders win this one 17-16. That's a big victory for us. We really needed that one. I wasn't sure that we were going to get it. Things weren't going too well, so it's great to get a dub. I'm glad we finally got that off our backs. Now we can move forward in this franchise, and hopefully I found the keys to success. Maybe I just hand it off a little bit more, control the clock, and try to make the game go quick and keep the score down. You know, because we ain't going to win a shootout with this team. Let's take a look at some player stats. Jimmy G did all right, man. 16 of 27, 207 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. On the ground, Jacobs struggled. So did Zamir White when he got his carries. Davante had a good day, 2 touchdowns, 8 for 93, 5 for 48 from Myers. Everybody else struggled a little bit. Looking at our defense here, Divine Diablo led us with 11 tackles. I mean, that's a pretty good day for him. TFLs, 2 for Crosby, 2 for Spillane. That's pretty nice. Sacks, big here. Max Crosby, 1.5. 1 for Divine Diablo, 1 for Spillane, half of 1 for Epps, half for Nichols, and then half for Tyree Wilson. We did have the pick by Marcus Peters that we didn't know how important that was at the time, but that ended up being a seriously clutch play considering we won by 1 point. Now let's look at the Packers stats. Taking a look at Jordan Love, he had a solid day. He threw that interception, but honestly, he was pretty good. On the ground, Aaron Jones was fantastic. 5.3 yards a carry. He was really, really good for them. Christian Watson had a good day. He ended up with a touchdown. He was probably their best pass catcher. Looking at their defense, Quay Walker led them with 11 tackles, and he got hurt in this one, so I don't know if he's going to miss time for them. Next up's Rashawn Gary and Rudy Ford. Devondre Campbell. I mean, they had a lot of players make some good plays for him. 6 TFLs from Rashawn Gary is ridiculous. 3 from Devondre Campbell, 2 from Rudy Ford. That's a good day. You got to give credit. 1.5 sacks for Gary, and then another half for Ioannidis. And then we didn't turn the ball over, so no interceptions. That's amazing considering how poor this team usually does. Coming out of that game, we have another injury, and that's to Andre James. Another O-lineman went down. He's going to miss 5 weeks. I figured with his rib injury, that's probably what would happen. Next week, the 2-3 Raiders take on the 4-1 New England Patriots. Would not have guessed that. I think they're a much worse team than that. Somehow they're winning games. Hopefully we can get the win like they did in real life and get off to a 3-3 start. And then from there, we'll see what happens. We're going to be suffering from a crisis in confidence. And that looks like our only scenario for next week. So this is LDJ11. I want to thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Like I said, this isn't a live comm format nowadays. So it may not sound as good and as crisp as I like it. I do apologize for that. But right now, it's all I can do with my baby girl on the way. And we're trying to get her room ready. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. This is LDJ11. Have a great day, and I'm out.
Welcome to my party. We're just getting started. A life is a dream or a night.